Why do you think it's why do you think it goes in community?
Because there's many people, and then some people are nice, and some people are like other people, and then the nice people help each other.
Okay, so you think it's in the community? Do you agree with this? Or you might ask each other, do you agree?
I agree with you.
I agree with you, and I would like to add because I saw people bullied around, like in school, our community, and around.
So you think it's in all three?
Our school, our community, or our world.
But it's okay if he thinks it goes in all three.
Yeah.
Could he put it under all three?
Yeah.
Sure. If you just want to choose one.
Idea.
Good idea. Okay, go ahead. I like how you're working together. What are you talking about over here?
We're on this one.
So you're talking about what? Oh, I like how you're going about it a different way. They're saying a problem and then deciding where it goes. You're saying what is a problem in our school?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good way to do it. Have you thought of a problem in our school?
A little bit.
It's okay. What do you think a problem might be?
People doing stuff bad, like playing around in the bathroom.
Oh, I'm glad you were very specific. So playing around in the bathroom, that would be a specific problem in our school. So then why don't you go ahead and write that down? That's a great one. Now, do you all agree though? Did you ask if everyone agreed with you, Eric? Said you guys agree with me? So you... Okay. I like this group, how tightly you're sitting so you can talk so quietly. Okay. So what are you talking about right
We're
now?
talking about our school, and we're talking about people running in the hallway.
So if there's someone running in the hallways?
Yeah, and messing around.
In the morning. Okay. You know what? That's funny that you came up with that because that is actually a problem that the teachers noticed and we had an email about. So I'm glad you noticed
And
that.
also kids messing around.
Okay.
And also saying mean words.
Okay, so write that down. These are just ideas of problems we might want to tackle as advocates. Okay? I'm going to come to this group. Did you have a question? Or did you want to? Okay, I'll talk to you in a second. Okay, I'll be right back. And want me to come right back? Okay.
We decided
Okay.
maybe think of sometimes we got
So what's a problem? Are you going at what is a problem in the school, community, or world? Or are you saying, are you coming up with a problem and deciding where it goes? Or are you deciding on a place and then thinking of problems that might be there?
we are thinking about the school.
The school. Okay, so you started with the school. Can anyone think of a problem in our school that you could add? Every school has some kind of problem.
Bullying.
So have you seen any? Do you have evidence?
Yeah, in my old school.
In your old school. So that might be,
People used to bully.
so if it was in your old school, that goes into well, maybe not a community, that's your old school. So that's a world problem. If you've seen it in this school, then you'd put it down in our school problem. Does that make sense? Okay, you haven't been here long enough to really know whether or not, right? Okay, so you keep talking about it, but I want to see all three of you talking together. Can I come and hear your conversation? Okay. What do you think? It looks like you have a lot of ideas down. Can I hear you talk about one?
In our school, there's a lot of stealing.
So stealing is an issue.
I
Okay.
respectfully disagree because people steal from each other's houses and rob banks.
Well, okay, and then you can go ahead and give your argument, Anna Cecilia. You could say, do you have evidence of someone stealing?
I disagree. In our school, I saw someone stealing something from their backpack, like money in their backpack. So I think it should be writing in our school.
Okay. Did that make sense? It's getting a little loud. Let me stop him for a second. You're doing a nice job. So, does that mean you have to agree with her? Could you still disagree?
Yeah.
Could you put it somewhere different?
Yeah.
That's fine, right? Can you disagree? How do you stand on this, Lily?
I agree with Anna Cecilia because I think it should go in our school.
Under our school.
Because
You've had it.
I've seen somebody stealing from a backpack.
Okay, so because I loved how you used the word because, and you gave a piece of evidence. All three of you did that, and if you still stand behind where you think it needs to go, you put it there. It's fine. It's your journal. It's your list. Okay, but this is just to help you generate ideas, and it looks like it's working because you have a lot of ideas going in all three categories. Good job, ladies. Class, let's do this, please. Oh wow, I didn't even have to go We Are Huskies, but let's do it anyway. We Are Huskies.
We work hard.
I was videotaping for you because I figured. So I'll send it to you. I've got a 5 minutes of where you left off. But you're welcome to stay as long as you want. So boys and girls, thank you for stopping right away and tracking me with your eyes. All right, I have some great conversations going on. Okay, and this is what I would like. Okay, I would like you to continue with this. Make sure you're using the because. The because is the power word, right? That's our power word that is telling us you give evidence. This group back here, 2 people thought that it should go under one category. They were using stealing. 2 people thought it should go under school. 1 person thought, no, it doesn't happen in our school, but it happens in the community. And they all gave good reasons for it, didn't they? Okay, and I had that on videotape. They gave great reasons. So they're going to put it down where they want to put it. Okay, they're going to place their information under whichever category they really believe. Okay, everybody understands? Huskies, keep your... Thank you. The one thing I do want to say is we started out with a beautiful voice level of a level like 1.5, right between whisper and table talk. Okay, I want you to stay there. Just so your team can hear you, but no one else. This group down here that's sitting so close together, they're a beautiful example of that. Okay, continue please. I will get a little more on video.
All right, so maybe what do you guys think? I don't know.
What do you have so far, boys? Can you share with me? Tell me the category and where you decided to put it.
Bullying.
Bullying, why?
Because like some of the 5th graders are not nice.
Where? I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just looking for more evidence. Where? Like where have you seen them not being nice?
In their classrooms.
How do you know that since you're not in a classroom? I'm looking for your source. Do you know what source means? Where are you finding the information?
My sister.
There you go. That's what I was looking for. So how are you? So you're hearing it from your sister who's in. So that's your evidence. My sister says in 5th grade. Okay. So that's your evidence. Does that make sense? Okay. I'm not questioning you. I'm sure it's true. I just was saying I wanted to know where you got your information from because we want to base it in evidence, right? Okay. Good. So what else did you decide? What else do you have there on school?
Maybe we can recycle.
We could recycle more? Do you
We could reuse things.
reuse things? I like that. So that's a great idea. And where was your evidence? Antonio, do you see a lot of paper in the garbage can or what is your evidence for that? Can you think about why should we recycle? Put more things in the recycling bin, okay? So why do you think that's a problem though? We need evidence.
Because we put like lots of things in the trash cans
That could go.
in the recycling.
I think you're right. I think you guys are absolutely right. That's a great one for our school. I think we do waste too much. Okay, so I'm just asking you, I'm not saying you're wrong. When I ask those kind of questions, I'm trying to get where was your evidence? And that's the kind of discussion you should be having, okay? So keep thinking of more problems. Where's another problem you might see in the world? What might come up on the news? Or, I know you guys don't watch a lot of news, but what do your parents talk about as problems? That might be a world problem, right? Okay. Okay, how are we doing, ladies? I don't think I came to you yet. How are you doing? Better? Okay, so what do we have?
On our we have stealing and S.
Hold on one second. Can I quiet down the rest because I can't hear your group very well? Okay. We are Huskies.
We work hard.
I want you to really focus on voice level for this next conversation. I know you're getting very excited about your issues, okay, that you're writing down, but I need you to lower down to this group. Think, can my group hear me or can the room hear me? Okay, lower it all the way down. See how well we can do that. I'd love to give us a point for that. Go ahead. Okay, group, go ahead. You can be loud.
We got our community. We got stealing and it got
Stealing. So you decided for stealing to go into the community. What was your?
happens in the community.
Because you've heard it more happening in the community. Where did you hear that? Did you hear it from your parents? Did you hear it from the news? Where was your evidence?
This.
You heard it in the news? Okay. You heard some news? Do your parents ever talk about stealing in the community? Okay, so those would all.
Very bad.
It is bad, but that would be a problem, right? Okay. And then, so what are you going to talk about next? Let me just sit here for a minute. Could you focus on an area and then see if you can think of a? Oh, not paying for things. Good. Okay. I like that you put a little definition in there to tell what stealing means. That's a good idea. Okay. Can you talk about your next problem?
Helping Earth.
We'll talk to your group.
What about helping the world?
Oh, I like how you're voting. That's a good idea too. Okay. And can you tell why would you put it under world? Why would you put that under world, Uriah? Oh, Uriah. You talked a lot, Iman. Let's let Uriah have a chance. Why would you put taking care of our environment in the world?
It helps our world to be better.
Okay, good. It helps our world to be, if we took care of our environment, it would take care of it would go through the whole world, right? Okay, so that's good. Our whole environment is the world, right? Okay, excellent. Okay, excellent, excellent. I'm gonna stop there. Okay, class?
Yes.
Okay, I'm only gonna give you 2 more minutes to discuss, and then we're coming to the floor to have a share out, and I'm gonna write it on our big chart on the Promethean board. Okay, does that sound good? Okay, 2 more minutes. Close up your conversations and finish up anything you want to add.